Moo deliberates for a moment, but but since almost nobody seems to pay attention anymore, he gives up and sits down. I see my teachers do that all the time. Everyone's like, I'm like sitting there, like, I'm gonna finish my math work, and all these dumb fucks are gonna be staying back, and so fun. It's crowded in the hallway, or as crowded as hallways in the school probably get. Most of the students seem to be heading down for the cafeteria.
Hey, Dal. I'm going to make you a one-time only super extra special lunch offer. Amy's homemade lunchboxes and the privilege of enjoying them in private with 2 bombshell beauties.
Do you have any idea how many times I almost said them lines? I'm like, like I feel like I'm gonna throw the words up. I don't know. That gets bad. I narrate too much and do too many male voices. The nurse, what you doing, Mike? Her overly flirtatious. I'll restart the line. Her overly flirtatious sales pitch echoes in the hallway, a remarkable feat since it's full of people. Emmy strikes a very confident-looking pose as an attempt to one-up her own ridiculousness. That's a fucking good TV show. I saw some today. I'll mention about a clip in a second. Puffing her very modest chest and making the V for the victory sign with her hand. Okay, I'm gonna mention this clip first before we click the next line. I watched Ridiculousness with Rob's parents, and there was this thing where people, you know, when, let's say, you don't expect someone to, like, come out of nowhere in, like, the classroom, like they're hiding under your desk and they pop out or something and scares the shit out of you. Have you ever been pranked?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to explain this. Some kid goes walking in the yard, and there's a bunch of these leaf piles, one on the right, one on the left. Kid jumps up, goes, ah! The kid who was walking turns to him. Kid on the side had a yoga ball, hucks the yoga ball, hits a kid who's looking at the guy in the leaf pile's head, and he goes flying back. I was laughing so hard. Well, at the same time, I don't wish I was, like, drinking my V8 at the second. So, next line. Sounds delicious. To what do I owe in honor of being invited? I had to do that because he's getting kind of perverted now that it's getting close to Act 2.
You said they're looking really lost, and so I thought you could use some company.
That is probably the most depressing reason imaginable.
So, how about it? You're probably really lonely and would like to and would eat at that awful cafeteria food all alone, otherwise.
Wow! Fuck you, enemy. Fuck you, Emmy. Wait. No! Wait, we already did fuck you in Act 3, like 10 times.
I'm kidding.
Sure, I'll have your lunch offer with pleasure. Whoa! Okay, I feel like walking away from the computer now.
Let's go to the roof.
What the? I can't hold it. Wow! That sounds so perverted. I'm gonna reverse the lines. Where it says with pleasure, and then let's go to the roof. Alright, the roof. Next line. Why the roof?
Because that's where we eat lunch.
Okay, thank God.
And if I don't get up there, then she'll probably wander off, and then I just know she'll go hungry because she never packs lunch for herself.
Who will?
Come with me.
Without answering my question or waiting for a response, she grabs me by the arm and drags me through the hallways. I attempt to make conversation on the way. Why do you have an extra lunch? Emmy smiles guiltily.
Actually, it's yesterday's lunch.
Now, Audie, why do you think your voice is too high in the recordings?
I don't think it's too high.
I don't... Alright. Because you do good with the voice acting. I thought for once that you said... I might have misheard it. That you said your voice was too high with, I don't know. What was it? Shizune's or Misha's at a point.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I slipped in around at lunch and forgot to eat it.
Huh? That's actually a cute anime voice you did. I can get everyone in the comment section put star clap star. Right? She needs that. The stairway to the roof is a little dilapidated. What was it? Them heartbeat sensors. Did it. That's where I drew a blank. Dilapidated. I think I even said that wrong, but it's clearly been used recently. At the top of the at the top of the stairs is a door complete with a missing padlock. I wonder who the intrepid individual was that removed the lock. Blah blah blah. I suck at this. And he shoves the door open and steps becoming into the sunlight. Suddenly, a tall, dark stranger appears out of nowhere, standing imposingly in front of us. Oh god. Emmy flinches back, almost falling back down the stairs.
Eek! Hello. Apes, you scared me, Ren.
Wait, isn't she... Armless girl!
Hello.
I'm sorry, I had to do that. Armless girl, away! Use your laser powers and psychic abilities with butterflies. I don't know. Noticing that Rin is speaking to me, Emmy looks curiously at me.
You two know each other?
I look confusedly at Rin. I said the wrong name, Emmy. She's that friend of yours? Rin has turned to gaze towards the clouds drifting above the school.
I didn't know you knew this person, Emmy.
Da-di-da-da. The awkward silence lasts only for a few seconds, so Emmy lets out a tiny giggle, shrugging the confidence off.
I invited us out for lunch. If you know him, that's just better. Oh, does this mean I don't get food? Or did you invite him for lunch without the lunch? Neither. I have food for 3. Nice thinking.
Okay, that moment's over. Because they're gone. They walk to the other end of the roof while I stay at the clock tower for a while, taking in the atmosphere. There is nobody else but us here. I guess the roof is not as popular as it is in the other schools. A few rundown benches and tables are scattered around the edges, perhaps in an attempt to make the rooftop look less desolate. I can't speak tonight. You okay?
Yeah.
Alright. The small pebbles covering the roof rattle beneath our feet. I peek. Oh shit! I peek through the chain link fence to take a look at the school grounds and beyond. Students are strolling in pairs and groups around the quadrangle. That confuses me. And at the cafeteria. A few delivery trucks are driving past the school towards the convenience store nearby. I wonder if I could do my Cleveland voice for one of these lines. Like, this is the Cleveland show. I used to love doing that voice all the time in 8th grade. It's like the funniest thing. I'm gonna do this one line. Somewhere a watchdog barks at a passerby. Fuck you! I think that's the best line I ever did with the Cleveland voice. I suck at that one. And then I know the Herbert the Pervert. And Piggy and all them weird shit. But somehow, when I look towards the town center, the small town feel strikes me very strongly. Almost palpably. Blah, blah, blah. The hectic lifestyle of big metropolises seem so far away and foreign here. Nobody has to run to catch a bus, like their life depended on it, or get their senses overloaded by the neon lights or traffic jams. I feel surprisingly optimistic about this new life of mine, looking at my new hometown, even if it's going to be mine or only one short year. Finding out about my illness and having to move away from home all came too suddenly. I haven't had time to think about how I feel about it. When I step out of the shadow of